When we look at with us Americans, and when we look at the Russian population, we shake our heads in dismay. How can any Russian how can any Russian support Vladimir Putin's terrible, unprovoked war in Ukraine? The surveys have shown that a majority of people apparently do, which we can't understand why. But if so, they obviously think it's somehow justified, which it's not. But they also seem to believe that the atrocities committed by Russian troops in Bucha are fake. Now, dismayed by their state of delusion, we wonder how do we get through to them. We probably won't, but after all, Putin's authoritarian regime has not only cracked down on dissent, it has long flooded the Russian airwaves with propaganda, rendering it hard for average citizens to get an accurate measure of what's actually occurring. That makes us self-satisfied about our country's free flow of information, and yet segments of our own citizenry are also deeply susceptible to absurd assertions and obvious lies. Look at the percentage of repugs who still believe the 2020 presidential election was somehow stolen from Trump, which it wasn't. Um, Trump's own former attorney general has noted that the Department of Justice found no evidence of widespread fraud. Now, dozens of lawsuits asserting illegality or fraud went nowhere, and it proved nothing. Several Trump attorneys have been disciplined for making the false claims or advancing frivolous and unfounded legal claims. Now, repug officials in Georgia and Arizona have offered lengthy rebuttals of allegations of electoral misdoings. Even the pathetic cyber ninjas audit of pivotal Maricopa County, Arizona, confirmed that Biden won. Now, yet that evidence-free belief has endured among many repugs with some 70% saying that Joe Biden's victory was definitely or probably not legitimate, which technically he legally did win. So yes, he is the legitimate president, but you can't get that through the Republicans' fucking inbred skulls. Excuse me. Now that's hardly the only area in which Republicans have been widely and willingly deluded. In 2016, 60% of Trump sycophants thought that Barack Obama wasn't really born in this country, while two-thirds of that group had thought that he was Muslim rather than a Christian. And mind you, that's not to say that wide-eyed beliefs are exclusively a conservative occurrence. Dartmouth political scientist Brendan Nyhan has noted Democrats disproportionately embraced the preposterous notion that the September 11th, 2001 terrorist attack was an inside job, which it wasn't. No, now let's say that, okay, now the thing is, and to get this through the inbred Republicans' heads, if Barack Obama was not born in the U.S., he would never have been able to be president because people born outside of the U.S. cannot be president. If he was born in Kenya, he would have been the first illegal president if that was the case, um, or illegitimate basically. But he was not born in Kenya. He was born in Hawaii, and that's why he won. Um, Besides that, anyway. But unlike the Russians deceived by their false narratives, Americans have ample access to factual information that they never really use. Now, even if they distrust the mainstream media, reliable organizations regularly fact check the most prominent claims in our political debates. One excellent Truth Squad is PolitiFact at Pointer, another is factcheck.org at the Annenberg Public Policy Center. As fact checking has revealed the false or dubious nature of considerable aspects of the contemporary right wing narrative, conservatives have started attacking the fact checkers as being biased, which they're not, or they simply ignored them the way that they do other diligent refutations of favorite storylines. After repeated allegations that the Biden administration has implemented an open borders immigration policy, which they haven't, the the conservative Cato Institute post had published a careful examination of Biden's policy, one that explained in considerable detail why the open borders charge simply wasn't true, its impact. Judging from, say, the pronouncement of conservative politicians or primetime faux news guest, akin to that of a sparrow's feather landing in a raging sea. Then, of course, there's fucking QAnon, the bizarre collection of conspiracy theories built around the notion that a cabal of Satan worshipping, cannibalistic, drug, blood drinking, child sex trafficking pedophiles controls the government, which is not true. But only 15% of the U.S. population believes any aspect of that. A quarter of Republicans give it credence compared to 14% of independents, and only 9% of Democrats believe that, according to a series of 2021 surveys. Now, this reflects a segment of the population completely that's untethered from reality. It also speaks to the odd patina of authority the internet can lend even to large-scale lunacy. The web allows people to easily find communities that reinforce things that they already are inclined to believe. That, in turn, makes it easy for propagandists and dispersers of disinformation to spread their falsehood lies. But why, overall, does this currently appear to be such a lopsidedly right-wing phenomenon? Now, the best explanation that we've come up with was from a 2021 study by two Ohio State University communication professors. Now, their conclusion is American conservatives in the early 21st century are uniquely likely to hold political misperceptions. This is due in large part to the characteristics of the message circulating in the political information environment, and the widely shared accurate political news disproportionately advances democratic interest, while viral falsehoods most often promote the repug interest. And to put it more simply, the repugs are more often fooled by disinformation because there are more falsehoods, fabrications, and fictions emanating from the right and reinforcing conservative storylines. And sadly, too many repug politicians seem willing to pander to this information in order to benefit them. And basically, it benefits their false claims and their warped perceptions. So perhaps a cynic can justify that if he or she believes that the American project is immutable and therefore immune to corrosive civic maladies. The January 6, 2021 storming out of the Capitol suggests an alternative possibility. When a pandemic of falsity overwhelms the truth, democracy itself can come under siege, basically. Sorry, damn, dying here. So if you like the video, you can give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, RBW King. You can also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when a new video comes out. And if you want to support the work even further, you could donate to my Patreon link, and you could and just a little donation could help go a long way to help further support the channel. And thanks for listening.